Okay, we're live again.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast live show happening here on the YouTubes. So glad that you guys are here. Welcome. For those of you who are joining us from Facebook, every Monday night we are doing a live show at 8 p.m. on Facebook, and 8:30 supposed to. It's usually being quarter to 9. We got to tighten up maybe a little bit. I don't know. But we are here live on the YouTube. Come hang out with both of us. And we're going to be doing the second show for the week. So sit back, relax, and why don't you... Oh, sorry. Sit back, relax, and hang out with us. We're going to have a good time. You ready to get into it, my friend?
Sure.
Alrighty then. In today's show, we've got news about Halloween fireworks dessert party dates are announced for 2019. Red Car Trolley at Disney California Adventure Park under refurbishment until 2020. What are they doing an anniversary too?
Yeah.
We've got meetups and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. So glad that you are here. We are super duper excited that you are joining us tonight. How you doing tonight, pal?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Doing good. I think I got another 30-40 minutes in me. Then I'm going to turn into a big old pumpkin. So we want to make sure, did we mention the meetup? Oh, that's in this show. We got the meetup. We're changing some information on the meetup. So very excited. A lot of cool things happening. Other than that, I got anything. You want to add anything else?
No.
And we want to get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
You like that? Quick, right to the point, like bing bang.
Yeah.
Biggity bang, biggity bong.
Biggity bong.
We want to make sure that you find out about our friends' destinations to travel. If you're traveling for business, traveling for vacation, maybe you want to take a honeymoon, maybe you want to take a destination event, you want to take a cruise, you want to go visit Europe, you want to visit any of the Disney resorts around the world, definitely check out our friends' Destinations to Travel. You can get in touch with them by going to DisneyParksPodcast.com/2 travel, fill out a form, and one of the amazing travel reps will get in touch with you there. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it could save you boatloads of cash, time, and frustration. It's one of those things. A lot of people like to book their own vacations. A lot of people like to do it on their own. But the thing is, if you get out on the road, if you arrive and there's a problem, you have to deal with that by yourself. So it's always great to let a travel agent step in and help you out. Not only can they help you when the stuff goes wrong, they can also show you ways that you can maybe save a little bit more money, show you some options that you might not be aware of. Because Disney, all these different travel places change their pricing on a whim, even before they change it on the websites. Right. So check out our friends. Remember, go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/2 travel and fill out the form and let Destinations to Travel take you anywhere you want to go. I know that's not the tagline, but it sounded cool. All right. So we got some Halloween fireworks dessert party news.
Ooh, nice.
For 2019. Walt Disney World has released the dates for the Halloween fireworks dessert party add-ons for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
It's a party inside a party.
It's a party inside a party. It's like an Inception party.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to pay for your ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Correct.
Which will set you back about $1.50, $1.25, give or take. And then you have to pay for the...
Those are last year's prices.
Oh, dessert party. Crap. So the premium package includes an all-you-care-to-enjoy dessert buffet at Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant, as well as special viewing for the Halloween Nighttime Spectacular, which is new this year. Mm-hmm. Again, from the terrace. It's nice. Nice seating. You're covered. Dim the lights. Mm-hmm. Dessert, and if anybody flies, they fly right over your head.
That's right.
Desserts served will include items such as chocolate-dipped strawberries, cupcakes, ice cream, seasonal fruits, cheeses, and other ghoulish goodies, as well as sparkling cider, signature lemonades, coffee, tea, and hot cider. Remember, it's a Magic Kingdom, no alcohol. This dessert party is available for a mere $84 plus tax for guests ages 10 and under, $50 plus tax for guests aged 3 to 9 for the Tomorrowland Terrace of View, and $69 or $41 for kids for the Plaza Garden View. What's the difference, you might add? Isn't the Garden View closer? Yes. But guess what? No seats.
That's right.
So if you want to stand, $20 less.
Yep.
Reservations can be booked online, or you can call 407-WDW a dine.
Oh, yeah. I would do the Terrace View one.
I would prefer to do the Terrace View one because it's great to be able to sit and watch all that stuff. It sucks standing up forever and a day.
Yeah, we got lucky when we did it. We got there early. I was like, you know me. I was there an hour ahead of time.
No, if you're on time, you're late.
Yeah. And I convinced the woman to give us a seat because they had assigned each group like seating in the area. And ours was like way in the back, and I convinced her to change it to the front. So we were right up against the concrete, you know, which was great. Anyway, I was just doing it on non-Halloween party nights too. It's just a good thing to do if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can grab it.
Yeah.
All right, so meetups. April 20th is still the date. 2 p.m. is still the time, but now we're going to. I forgot where we were going.
When?
The April 20th. Rick's.
We're going to Rick's.
Rick's at Coronado Springs because it's a blackout for Disney Silver Passes.
Correct.
So we're going to move it to same day, same time, April 20th, 2 p.m., but we're going to go to Rick's at 2 p.m. at Coronado Springs.
Yep, we're changing the location for our Silver Pass friends.
So if you want... Yeah, so if you want to come, maybe grab lunch or a cocktail or something like that, or maybe an appetizer, you know, come and join us. If you can let us know, I know it's a little short notice, April 20th, but let us know if you'll be in town, and then we'll be able to save you a seat.
Sweet.
Then on May 18th at 9 p.m., we're going to say goodbye to Illuminations. And then on June 22nd, we hopefully around 7:30, depending on what time actually the movie starts, we're going to go see if we can do a Toy Story 4 meetup. Maybe we even grab dinner at Splitsville afterwards.
Sounds good.
You know, or beforehand, whatever.
Maybe.
We'll figure that out.
Yep.
We got time. Don't forget that you can listen to this podcast on any home device, like your Google Home, your Amazon Dot, Alexa, Show, Sonos speakers, whatever thing you have that listens to podcasts.
Yep.
Can say, hey,
that thing you are.
Alexa, play the Disney Parks podcast.
Ooh.
Hey, Google Home, play the Disney Parks podcast.
Oh, wait, you ready for a fun one?
Yeah.
Hey Siri, okay Google.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Hey, don't be a jerk, Siri. Thanks, buddy. Hey Siri, okay Google.
Okay, requested. Hi, Dano. I'm your assistant. Here to help you throughout your day.
I saw a video that had an Alexa, a Google Home, and a phone. And like Siri would say, hey Alexa, and then Alexa would say, hey Google, and then Google would say, hey Siri. And it just kept going around, the three devices.
That's hilarious.
In a loop. And
The
it just
infinite
didn't
loop.
stop. Yeah, infinite loop.
And in the middle of that, Lucifer comes out and says, "Stop it! Stop! You're driving me crazy."
Hey, don't forget to rate us and review us wherever you get this show. iTunes, Google Play Store, Downcast, Podcast, Sidecast, Upcast, Downcast.
USA, inside, outside.
Wherever
USA.
wherever you get it, please rate us and reviews. All right, hey, Disney California Adventure is getting a little rehab. The red car trolley at Disney California Adventure Park is under refurbishment until 2020.
Woo, girl.
Refurbishment began last week on the red car trolley at Disney's California Adventure Park to get the theme park ready to welcome the universe of superheroes.
You're welcome.
Guests will be able to climb aboard the classic transporter from Buena Vista Street to Hollywood Land on a modified route when the red car trolley returns to operation in 2020. Meanwhile, the red car trolley news boys will continue to entertain guests throughout the day with a modified show in Carthay Circle.
So, there's a new progressive dining experience coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom in July. This is interesting. Disney's announced a new dining adventure that will honor endangered African animals along with celebrating the story of the Lion King. Celebration of Flavors Harambe at Night will offer guests the family-friendly progressive dining experience at Disney's Animal Kingdom that draws its inspiration from the many facets of African culture and animals. I've watched so much political crap that every time I see the word progressive, I forget that progressive dinner means, oh yeah, you start at one place and go to another place.
Right.
The evening will begin with a welcome reception at the Wildlife Express train station that includes light hors d'oeuvres, snacks, and beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Nice.
While guests can enjoy acoustic music before riding the train. Come on, ride the train. Come on, ride it. Ooh, ooh. To Rafiki's Planet Watch. You'll find more light bites and drinks that take part in there before you get back on the train and head to Harambe Market for the main event. Throughout the marketplace, you'll enjoy an array of sweet and savory dishes paired with unique beverages. Timon and Rafiki will be available at the train station for character greetings and fun interactive activities for guests of all ages. Once you're finished up at Rafiki's Planet Watch, hop back on the train and venture over to Harambe Market for the main event. Well, I just read that, I swear to God. Throughout the night, guests will take in sights, sounds, and flavors in celebration of the Lion King and the big 5 game animals. The African elephant, the rhinoceros, the Cape buffalo, the leopard, and the host animal, the platypus.
Is that
the lion? I'm just kidding.
Is that what they're serving for dinner?
No. Along the way, there will be opportunities to learn more about the importance of the Big 5 and the challenges they face around the world, including how Disney is working to protect them. Build a fence. Oh, wait, no, that's something different. Circle of Flavors Harambe at Night is set to begin on July 24th at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Pricing is a mere $125 plus tax for adults and $99 plus tax for children aged 3 to 9.
That's crazy.
A $26 difference from adult to kids? The hell, man. And separate park admission is required. Reservations can be made beginning April 3rd by calling 407-WW-DINE or online. Annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members can receive an early access to reservations starting April 2nd. But there's no discounts, is there?
No.
Bastages. Funny story. I know this is not Disney, and I know we got a long way to go for this night to be over, but I got to tell you this funny story. My wife and I were having dinner the other day, and I had just come off a very long 2 days worth of activity. My brain was shot. And we were talking about Animal Kingdom. We were talking about something in Animal Kingdom. And then she said, "Hey, did you hear the story about the poacher that got gored by the rhinoceros he was hunting, and then he got trampled by elephants, and then he was eaten by a pack of lions?"
Wow.
And I looked up and I said, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, this guy was poaching these animals, and that he got run over. I think they think he got gored by the rhino, that he was, or the hippo, one of the two. He got run over by like an elephant or hippo, right. And then they found parts of him around these lions and clothing." And I'm like, that's a bad day. Question: how did he get onto the Animal Kingdom safari with a gun? Yeah. And she's like, "No, you idiot. This happened in Africa." I'm like,
the real Africa. Oh.
I thought somebody had snuck onto property and was poaching animals on the safari. In Animal Kingdom, Simba 1, Simba
Call security. We have a poacher on the safari. And he's got a real gun. My fake gun is not working.
That would have made...
They used to have on Kilimanjaro the fake guns.
Oh, yeah, right.
But they got rid of them.
Yeah, that would have made those rides during that time really interesting.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Well, maybe that's...
Pew, pew.
They're shooting at us. No, kids, they're really
They
shooting
shoot
at us.
at
Get
us.
down. Oh, my God. I had to share that with you. I thought you would find that hilarious.
That's
Now
good.
I've embarrassed myself in front of everybody, but
Sure.
I was tired.
Okay, hey, new ticket center is opening in Disney Springs. I think this is definitely long awaited. Anyway. Disney Springs will be getting a brand new ticket center located near the Disney Springs Welcome Center.
Welcome.
Now, is this the guest service building? Are they calling the Welcome Center the guest service building in the landing? Is that what they're referring to? Because I don't know any other Welcome Center at Disney Springs.
It's either that one. Well, the old guest services building is now PhotoPass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Okay. This location will be able to assist guests with virtually all of their ticketing needs. Isn't that what the guest services people did?
That's supposed to be what they do.
Examples of services will be offered at this location, including purchasing, upgrading your tickets, annual passes, special event tickets. The cast members here will also be able to assist with making dining reservations. Sounds like guest services.
Mm-hmm.
If the guest needs assistance, general information regarding Walt Disney World resort planning and able to be obtained here if needed as well. According to the Orlando Theme Park News, the new Disney Ticket Center is scheduled to open next week. In my opinion, and this is purely my opinion, there are never enough guest service people working at this location. There is always a line. And I don't mean that there's a line because they have the virtual queue line. But I always think that there should be way more people. I think they only have like 4 stations. They could probably use 12 stations and it still wouldn't be enough.
I'm wondering if this is going in across from the pig in that space. I know we talked about something that we thought was going in there.
Ron John,
that's right. Yeah, that's probably what's going in there.
Yeah, they have the sign up.
This might not be that space, but I couldn't think of where else they can put it. And you know what? That space is so big, and there's always people. And I'm not dogging the cast members because they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
There's always people standing around, so it would make sense. Like, yeah, you can do ticket stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Let's knock it out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But I thought that's what they were doing anyway there.
Yeah.
If they weren't doing ticketing, what were they doing?
Helping guests, something, pointing, helping people. For the longest time, they were helping me get through that place because I could never find anything. I didn't know where anything was for the first year at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me this story, Tony, because I am the resident alcoholic.
And Star Wars person.
Well, Disney's filing trademarks for Star Wars, wait for it, alcohol.
Oh.
Now, there's a couple trains of thought on the Star Wars community. Some people think that since Disney's taken it over, it's been great. Other people think they've been drilling it into the dirt. I don't know. But I'm fascinated by this story.
Would they have had alcohol on...
In Star Wars?
Yeah.
What do you think the cantina is? The bar. They're all drinking. Han Solo wasn't drinking grape juice.
But do we know it was alcoholic beverages?
Bro, people want to get drunk. Period. According to the United States Patent and Trademark Office website, Lucasfilm has filed trademarks for multiple alcoholic beverages, perhaps giving us a glimpse into the type of beers and wines we'll be able to find in Oga's Cantina in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Here's what they were able to dig up. And here's the funny thing.
Okay.
If they serve this in the parks, that's
Yeah.
great. What if they start branding the stuff and selling it out in the world?
Oh, they will.
If you're into the beers, you've got the White Wampa Ale, the Gamorrean Ale, the Gold Squadron Lager, the Trandoshan Ale, and the Spice Runner Hard Cider.
Now, who do you think's making these beers? Who do you think the beer company is? Because Disney's not.
Disney's not making it. I don't think the Florida Beer Company is, because they are working with Universal. So I don't know. We'll do a little, while you're doing the next story, yep. Answer my own question.
Okay.
Wines, they've got the Carillion Red, the Andorian White, and the Tonneray, a teal-colored bubbly wine from Alderaan, and the Imperial Guard. Of course, Disney has already announced a slew of drink and food options that will be coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including drinks coming to Oga's Cantina. The beers and wines listed above may show up in Galaxy's Edge or at your local grocery store. Who'd have thunk it?
Yep. Looks good. Looks interesting. All right. Post Disney Fox merger, Disney was nice enough at not the Comic-Con. What just happened?
CinemaCon.
They announced their movie lineup of the merge of these two entities. All right. So Breakthrough is April 17th. Obviously, these are all 2019, so I'm not going to say it. Disney Nature Penguin, April 19th. Avengers Endgame, April 26th. Did everybody get a ticket yet? Did you get a ticket?
I tried. I tried for an hour. I couldn't get tickets. Nope.
Did you also know that they were showing all of the movies? 26 hours?
I took a job.
In a movie theater?
I took a part-time job.
Uh-huh.
Up until then, Sid was willing to buy me the ticket to watch all of them.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Tolkien, May 19th. Aladdin, May 24th. Ad Astra, May 24th. Dark Phoenix, June 7th.
These are also Fox.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They put this on the list now.
Yeah. Toy Story 4, June 20th. Stuber.
Starring Dave Bautista.
July 12th. The Lion King, July 19th. The New Mutants, August 2nd. Artemis Fowl, August 9th. Spies in Disguise, September 13th. The Art of Racing in the Rain, September 27th. The Woman in the Window, October 4th. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, as if she needs that moniker.
Well, they didn't want to say Maleficent 2, Electric Boogaloo.
October 18th. This is the one I want to see. Ford versus Ferrari.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Now, is this an animated feature?
God, I hope not.
That will be November 15th. That's going to be interesting. I want to see where that's going to go. Frozen 2, November 27th. Oh, I can't wait.
For the first time in forever, it's a Frozen sequel to.
Then they like to end the year with a bang. Pew! Pew pew. Star Wars Episode 9, December 19th. And then Call of the Wild, December 25th.
Wait, I'm getting a call. From the wild. That's awesome.
So what on this list are you looking forward to, John?
I
have a couple.
I have no idea what Breakthrough is. Is that animated?
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to Avengers Endgame, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Tolkien. Kind of interested in that.
Okay.
Could care less about Aladdin. I don't know what Ad Astra is. I'm terrified of Dark Phoenix because they can't get that story right.
Okay.
Toy Story 4. Lion King, yes. New Mutants, Artemis Fowl.
Is that the DC, the Mutants?
No. I'll give you one guess which is now owned by Disney. Which DC or Marvel? Yeah. Mutants, X-Men, all that stuff, it's all Marvel. Ford versus Ferrari is interesting. And obviously Star Wars. What about you?
Yeah, I think, well, obviously Endgame, I think should be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The live action ones I'm not, really stoked about.
Not so much.
Toy Story 4, I'd like to see. I think Artemis Fowl is about a kid who's like in a sci-fi world. I think that might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about the art or the woman in the window, but the Ford and Ferrari sounds good, and Star Wars sounds interesting. I want to see where that winds up.
Yeah, I want to see what JJ does, because this is supposedly the last of the Skywalker.
Mm. So if they do this, JJ's doing this Star Wars one, right? He's
This one he is, yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean that he'll take a break and then maybe he'll go back to Star Trek and do another Star Trek for us?
There will be no more Star Trek in that series anymore.
Why?
Well, Hemsworth and Pike walked out, and then the rest of the cast were like, I guess we're going.
In Star Trek?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a mess.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, Ford versus Ferrari is the true story of the battle between Ford and Ferrari to win the Le Mans in 1966.
Ooh.
Christian Bale is in it. Matt Damon. John Barenthal is in it. He was the guy that played Punisher.
So it's not a documentary, it's a movie.
It's a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Lucas is in it. Let's see who else is in it that'll be of any interest.
Wow.
Nope, nobody else.
That should be interesting.
There's a lot of people, but nobody that I know of. Okay, kids, Disneyland will limit your time. I was going to say something else, changed my mind. Disney will limit your time in Galaxy's Edge, but bathroom passes will be offered. No standby allowed to enter the land.
No ticky, no shirt.
You don't have to stand. You can stand anywhere you want to, but you can't stand here.
Or here, or here, or here, or there, or over here.
Disneyland has made some clarifications and announcements with regards to the operational plans for the park when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens on May 31st. We are a month and a half away.
Clock is ticking.
These plans apply to the period of time between May 31st and June 23rd when guests are required to have a no-cost reservation, except you have to have a room on property, and that costs. So,
Does that cost?
Yeah. While Disneyland is surely happy to have you visit the most highly anticipated land opening in the history of the parks, you can't stay all day. If you're lucky enough to get into the land, Disney will restrict the amount of time you're allowed to spend in the land with your reservation. Disneyland Vice President Chris Thieler,
Doesn't matter.
Disneyland Vice President said that guests will be able to enjoy a window of time with both a start time and an end time. And my first question is, how in the hell are you going to regulate that?
I don't know. Wristbands. I'm assuming colored wristbands.
I'm going to bring my family, and one of my family is a special needs student. Doesn't understand the concept. The only thing that he resonates with is Star Wars. I'm going through. I'm doing all my thing. I got my reservation. I go through.
Then you come back afterwards.
But you can't.
No, you come back after this window, and you can stay as long as you want.
Hear me out. So I'm standing there with my kid who's slow because he's special needs, and we're in our window. Some cast member is going to come up and tap me on the shoulder and say,
"No, not this window. This is only for 2-3 weeks or whatever, and then the window opens up. You can stay as long as you want."
I understand.
So you come when you want to stay as long as you want.
Okay.
Don't book a ticket when you can't go.
All right. I won't get my question out. Fine. There's going to be no standby line. You weren't understanding what I was asking. So during that window, somebody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, you and your special needs kid have to get out.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do.
Disneyland Vice President Chris Thieler said this is about the prospect of getting into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge without a free reservation. So no standby line. There is no standby access to the land, and we want to make sure that that's clear for guests. And this is a quote, we don't want guests coming into the park thinking, well, I don't have a reservation. Maybe I'll just get in the queue and I'll be able to get in. And I'm quoting, we're not going to have a standby line. Quoting, so it will be limited solely to those guests that have reservations. End quote. Every registered guest staying at the Disneyland Hotel, Disney's Grand California, and Disney's Paradise Pier will receive one reservation into the new land, and one reservation per person only. On that day, And if you can make that day, guests who aren't staying at one of those hotels will need to make a free reservation ahead of time. No details have been released as to when guests can register. People got a potty.
They'll tell you the day before that window opens.
While these policies are made to make crowds more manageable, there will be an hours-long wait to pilot the Millennium Falcon when the land opens. For some guests, the prospects of having no bathroom available to them in the queue after they've just loaded up on blue milk could be daunting. Thankfully, Disney will have a new policy in place, the bathroom pass.
This reminds me of grade school. Remember when the teacher used to give the bathroom pass?
But I need to go to the bathroom. Say it right. May I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
The policy at Disney will mirror the policy that's been in place since 2017 in Pandora, the world of Avatar. Guests who have visited Pandora since the land opened have likely experienced at least a 2-hour wait for Flight of Passage, if not longer. Why?
Definitely longer.
Disney's implemented the bathroom pass in mid to late 2017, a few months after the new land opened for the headliner attraction, according to multiple cast members we spoke to who have worked in the land since opening. Somebody at Disney never thought that people would need to go to the bathroom while staying in line for 6 hours.
Right.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's how the bathroom pass works.
This is so complicated. You're going to laugh.
Guests who need to use the restroom must have one person in their party to stay in line to continue to move through the line as they normally would. Makes sense.
So what happens is, like me, I go alone.
Good question.
Which I've done.
Then the guest in question can move forward or backward through the queue to find a cast member who will produce the bathroom pass. It's magic.
So that's the other part. So now you're in line. You have to go to the bathroom. You have to find some cast member walking around the queue that you can go, hey, I need a bathroom pass.
Yeah. So the extreme introvert, and face it, we're nerds, some of us are, has to find someone in front of a bunch of people and say, I got a tinkle. So, upon relief...
in the queue line.
Upon relief, you'll return the fast pass. You'll return to the fast pass entrance, where you'll have to produce the bathroom pass. You will walk through the fast pass line until you reach a merge point. It's at the merge point that you will wait in the bathroom pass waiting area until the other members of your party catch up with you and continue through this queue. So,
stand over here against this wall. You have a bathroom pass.
What is that area over there? Well, it's the people who had to pee. So all those people who had to pee have to be walked by, and this is the pee pot spot. These people had to pee. These are not the droids you're looking for. These are the pee-pee people. It's important to note that these operational policies are for Disneyland. Walt Disney World will not have a reservation system, so guests will be able to walk into land or queue up to enter the land should the land reach capacity when it opens August 29th.
Should it? No. Within the first 10 seconds of the park opening.
I don't understand why we're not doing something like this. This is chaos. The bathroom pass will very likely be implemented at Walt Disney World as well. You think? Now, I know other bloggers and other podcasters will be like, man, this is a great idea. Disney's thinking of us and blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking of the people who struggle with things, and this is just embarrassment upon embarrassment. And I just don't think this is a really good system. How about this? How about you have bathrooms inside the queue, and then you figure out a way for either the members of your party to keep moving forward, or if you're a solo traveler, you can work a deal with someone and say, hey, look, will you do me a favor? Will you hold this?
Have you ever been in a queue line, not Pandora, and not a Star Wars one, obviously, when people are coming through and they go, excuse me, hold on.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Usually
I'm trying to get to my family up there.
Usually kids, and they're rude about it.
Oh, sometimes it's adults.
I agree.
I think that's what they're trying to avoid, because I think that when people do that, the people that they're going, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, are getting pissed. Because it goes back to that sense of entitlement. I've paid this money. Why are you cutting in front of me?
Right.
Why are you walking past me? I've been here 2 hours standing in this line. Why are you trying to get past me?
Right. I agree.
I think that's what they're trying to stop.
And I think that there's probably an aspect that some people think that, and I'm not saying that it hasn't happened, because I've seen it happen. Excuse me. And they get to the front of the line.
Yeah.
He's not with anybody.
Yeah.
He just walked at the front of the line.
Mm-hmm.
He's just an entitled kid
Right.
who figured out a way to game the system. Because who's going to yell at him because he's a kid at Disney, for crying out loud? I don't understand why. Look, it's very simple. Have bathrooms in there. And you can have a cast member stationed at the bathroom. And if you're a solo guest, if you're traveling with a party, the restroom attendant cast member could stand there and they can give them the pass, and then the person can go to the potty and then come out and then excuse me their way up to their family.
Right.
And if they're a solo person, they can come out of the line, and then once they get done with their business, the cast member can say, how many are in your party? 4? Okay, please move forward, and then stop the line, and then you get back in line. Yeah, you've missed some spots, but in the grand scheme of things, missing 15 people to go relieve yourself, totally worth it.
Right.
That's just my take on the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this story.
Do we have? I don't think we have.
You don't
to.
want to? Yeah, I don't
No.
want to either.
No.
You want to take the next one?
No, you can go.
We're going to this, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yes?
should definitely.
Okay.
Wolfgang Puck is bringing Spago experience to Disney Springs for one night and one night only. Foodies, get ready, because celebrated chef Wolfgang Puck is bringing the Spago experience to the new Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill at Disney Springs. On Tuesday, April 23rd, Puck and chefs from Spago, Beverly Hills, Wolfgang Puck American Grill, and Cut at Rosewood will journey to Orlando to prepare this prix-fixe menu inspired by Puck's iconic Spago restaurants. Spago is Wolfgang Puck's flagship restaurant, and the opportunity to experience some of Chef Wolfgang Puck's classic Spago dishes like the smoked salmon pizza, which we've had. It's good. I'm not a big salmon person. Tuna cones, which I have had, and they're amazing. And his Wiener Schnitzel, definitely not to be missed. The Price Fix menu is $98 per person. Now, but John, that's expensive. Yes. But you get a 4-course meal
Right.
cooked by a celebrity chef.
Yeah.
Reservations are
I
required.
wish Wolfgang would come to this.
Wolfgang is bringing the Spago experience.
Yeah.
Wolfgang and the chefs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, per the manager of the restaurant,
Oh, yeah.
Wolfgang
Make the reservation then.
and all the
You want me to make it or you want to make
I've
it?
got it covered.
Okay.
Wolfgang and all of his chefs
Okay.
are coming.
All right.
The Price Fix menu is $98. Reservations are required. Seating times run from 5 to 10. I think it's a 4-course meal.
I would say try and get it at the later end, because then maybe they'll just come and hang out.
Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill at Disney Springs brings some of Chef Puck's iconic California cuisine to an updated farmhouse setting. You can go all over parkhoppers.com. We're there a bunch. We've reviewed it with Disney Parks Podcast. We're friends with the food and beverage manager, the general manager, the floor manager, 4 or 5 of the wait staff. We go there a lot, and they told us about this a week ago, and we weren't allowed to really say anything. But now that the cat is out of the bag, or the bag is out of the cat, sure we want to say it. Definitely come to this, guys, because Puck will be there. He's bringing his chefs from Spago. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah. All right. I'm
All right.
down.
All right. Hey, Tony.
Yes.
How about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right. Jesse's Critter Carousel is now open for a rootin' tootin' good time at Pixar Pier in California Adventure. So Jen, you'll have to tell us about this. Update. Remember we spoke about Disney Vacation Club having these special galactic gatherings?
Yes.
Canceled.
What?
We think to lack of interest.
Yeah, wasn't it like $250?
I think that was the lack of interest.
Yeah.
People
it's
willing to pay that money.
Ladies and gentlemen, Disney has found their pain point.
It's $250 for a 3-hour event.
For a 2-hour event
2-hour event.
and fireworks.
Yeah.
So 2 hours, get out.
Yep. Hey, stop by the Grand Floridian. They have their wonderful chocolate Easter eggs are on display till April 29th. I love going to this lobby and it smells like chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Also, Commander's Porter Commander thing store is closed and Miners is now closed.
Meisner's.
Yeah, they moved the
Orchestra down to the flow.
No, the orchestra's there, but they moved the bar down to the first floor, which is very weird.
Beauty and the Beast.
It looks like Christmas time when they have the little temporary bars in there.
Oh.
That's what it looks like.
So sad.
Hey, there's a new penguin sculpture coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom in celebration of Earth Month. Isn't that terrific? The Play Disney Parks app is now available for Android devices. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, Google.
You can now enjoy brunch with the Easter Bunny at Catalan Restaurant in downtown Disney. That's in California. The new Night Blossom Banshee arrived at Pandora. I can't believe they're still selling them.
I can't believe they haven't come out with more of them. We're just now hearing about the new Night Blossom Banshee.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete, Disney.
There's
Get
a
on the
whole
stick.
line of them. There's the whole.
I know.
I saw a pic. I was like, what? Remember when we saw the first ones? What was that? 3, 4?
Yeah.
I think there's a half a dozen or more now.
Good for them. Keep buying them, people.
Yeah.
Totally worth the investment.
Hey, the Mike Wazowski Sipper debuted at Walt Disney World. I may have to go find one of these. 8 new Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary timepieces were released by Citizens Watch.
Iffy?
Yeah, some of them are a little sketchy.
You know,
It's hard to find the Mickey on some of them.
yeah.
And I'm like, being that it's the 90th birthday, shouldn't it be
You
the
would
prominent
think that
thing?
would be a prominent thing. Well, that's the thing, like the Invicta watches that we both wear.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, either it's too ridiculous or there's not enough Mickey on there. There's not a really
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Not a happy
I got the
medium.
one with the big. But
Yeah.
then there's some that you're like, where is the Mickey on there?
Is there a Mickey here?
Yeah. Hey, the Spitting Camel at the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, the Magic Kingdom's been retired.
Watch out. They spit. Hey, retired him?
Yeah, they took him out and shot him.
Oh,
He's gone.
what did I ever do? I only spit on people. You know where those camels
here's
came
my-
from?
Where?
Those camels came from the parade that they used to do at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. I think they retired this guy because I think he was using recycled water, and I think that was not healthy
People
for
were
some people.
drinking it.
No, it getting on them, and some people,
Oh God.
don't have a weakened immune system, and they're being spit on by a recycled camel water.
I figured the lead in the pipes probably got to everybody and was killing
I think
kids.
it's probably PVC. Hey, I want to give a couple shout-outs here. First of all, Katie was able to figure out... Remember we were talking about water bridges
Uh-huh.
on our Extra Magic Patreon show? Well, she figured out the other one is at the boardwalk.
Good for you.
So that was good.
Good job, Katie.
And also, she's one of our new Patreons. And, you ready for this, John?
Uh-huh.
She's a French-Canadian from Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to share her passion for Disney. One of her biggest dreams is having a chance to work at Disney, just like a couple of years ago, in Epcot at the Canadian Pavilion. But first, she has to learn English.
Oops.
And because of us
Oh, God.
listening to the show,
Oh, my God.
she can now understand 90% English.
That's because one of us speaks really well, and then there's you. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
So she says, you're funny and you speak clearly. And
God.
now she has to practice. So, hey, Katie, if you get the job at Canada, let us know. I'd love to go to Le Cellier and have dinner. It's been like impossible to get a reservation there. So she's gonna talk like a New Jersey person.
She's gonna. Would you like to order some bread? Oh,
Yo, do you need some bread with that, eh?
Hey, you need some freaking bread? Oh, what the hell? Get Joey Bag of Donuts over here. Oh, my God.
I told you that story about STK. Did I ever tell you a story?
Of STK?
Yeah.
That I wasn't with you on?
No.
Haven't we been on most of those adventures together?
I think this was when they had first opened. I had gone with Raphael, Jen, and Raphael's mom. And I ordered dessert, which is the donuts in a bag, right? So I was like, hey, it's Tony Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
So now on my messenger, it says Tony Bag of Donuts and us. And that's how the three-way conversation.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
We have helped teach someone to speak English. Oh, my God.
Can I add that to my...
Hey, can we put that on our LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Helping Quebecers learn how to speak English.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry that we've made so much fun of you guys. Eh?
Hey, listen, we all may be moving to Canada soon.
Oh, no. No.
Unless they're going to build a wall.
Nope.
No? Yeah.
Me and Justin Trudeau are not simpatico.
No?
No, I can't stand that guy. He's a jerk. All right. Enough of that. No, he's a jerk. He interrupted some young lady while she was speaking because she said mankind. He says, we prefer people kind. Dude. He had to mansplain it, and he's trying to be... Anyway.
Yeah. Sam says headline news is the best bumper ever.
It is the best bumper
ever.
It's the best bumper ever. Oh, we have to let our buddy know about that.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you come find us over on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Disney Parks Podcast. Make sure you find us at Disney Podcaster over on the Twitter. You can find us at DisneyParksPodcast.com, our show archives, our blog posts, as well as links to our amazing friends and sponsors like Destinations to Travel. Make sure you go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, the number 2, travel, fill out the form, and some of your Disney friends will help you out over there. Anything else you want to add, buddy?
No.
All right, make sure you tune in on Monday. We've got a thrilling show for you. We're going to be talking about Disney delivery news. We talked about that extensively. We kind of dug into it a little bit. So we're going to be talking about that and so much more. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Please share this podcast. Share and like us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us on Facebook. Share all of our stuff there. That's the best way that you can say thank you for all the work that we do. We love you. We appreciate you. And if we don't see you online, we will see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
All right, everybody.
All right.
We still live?
Nope.